When I was coaching the girls basketball team, it was interesting because I came from a really competitive background where winning was like it. And so I kind of brought that with me when I don't think anybody knows how to coach or teach. I think you just kind of learn along the way. And there was Crystal Garcia. It was Crystal Garcia. There was one game. It was the second year of my coaching, and we're in the locker room at halftime, and we were getting smoked, and we were just playing really bad and kind of lazy, and I wasn't happy, and so I'm kind of laying. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a halftime speech, but sometimes they're harsh and critical, and you're laying into them, and I'm going through my little rant about what we need to do and what we haven't been doing, and Crystal, who didn't play much, but was really just a great, genuine spirit to have on the team. She raised her hand, and you generally don't raise your hand in a halftime speech, so that kind of like tweaked me a little bit, and I'm like, "What, Crystal?" She's like, "Coach, I don't think any of us are having any fun." And I'm like, but like everything just kind of like changed my perspective, like right there. Like, we're playing high school girls basketball. We're not playing for our lives. We're not playing for what would it be if it's not fun? So I kind of stepped back, and we had a longer discussion after the game, and it really got me to focus on, instead of the end point all the time, like it's more of like the journey. If you're not having fun on the journey, or you're not learning anything on the journey, then what does it matter what the outcome is? And that was really a turning point for me. And that came up again, like, a year or two later, when I really had to think about what it was that I wanted to do with my life in terms of a career and kind of like a stamp on what it was that I wanted to leave behind. That was a biggie. It was such a small moment in time, but it really turned into like a epiphany for me. Honesty. Wow, so much. Just morality. I mean, it's not about the end game. It's not about who collects the most stuff. It's not about. I used to be a trader, right? So there's this trader stock. So there's this mentality that there's a winner and a loser. And if you're trading and that's your career, you don't want to be the loser. So generally, you get as much information as you can. You get as much psychological information as you can, and it's cutthroat. And I think a lot of that mentality is transferring into the general business world and the general cycle of life, where if I can come up at your expense, I will, because it's available to me. And I don't think that's the dishonesty and the lack of integrity involved there is, I think, really, 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 really pulling this country apart. And it's happening in small segments, and it's happening in big segments, and I think we're just overrun with it now. And I wish that weren't the case. And I don't know how to combat that, other than to try and preach it and live it. It comes from the individual's gut. Listen to that piece. When you're doing something wrong. Your gut tells you, and your brain kind of tells you, and sometimes you justify it however you want to justify it. I would say stop justifying it and listen to it. That's not always the easiest thing to do, though. I think finding your passion, finding what what makes you happy, I think, is probably the most critical piece of life, and it's kind of vague to say that, I guess, but when you go through school, you're just kind of floating around, and you got this social thing going on here, and you got to start looking, 3 to 5 years down the road at this point, and start kind of getting in touch with yourself, what it is that you enjoy, who you are as a person, and just be honest with that. Don't fake that part of it. Your friends that you surround yourself with should be of your choice, and the direction that you go should be your choice. Sometimes it's hard to find, and sometimes it changes. Mine changed a lot, and I probably didn't have. I wouldn't say I was passionate about anything in particular, like from a bigger picture perspective. I wouldn't say I was passionate about anything until I was about 24. When I was, that's when I really started to kind of. It takes a while if you're not paying attention to who you are. It takes a while to kind of figure out what it is that you like. So I would just say stay in touch with who you are as a person.
Hi, my name is Maria Ochoa.
Hi, my name is Daisy Marta.
Hi, my name is Aurelia Vasquez.
Hi, my name is Noel Vera.
Hi, my name is Andrea Rubio.
Hi, my name is Conan Rosa.
Hi, my name is Alejandro Ruiz.